Hi everybody, my name's Alice and welcome to my channel, Ancient Oak Psychic Arts. Today I'm going to do a general reading for the sign of Taurus. I'm going to go ahead and pull your overall energy, look at any guidance and advice from Spirit, and also look at any opportunities or challenges that you have coming in and how you can use that to your advantage. So this is good for all placements of Taurus, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus sign. All right, so I have cleansed, shuffled, and meditated, and I've asked for the strongest energy to come through in the cards for Taurus. And I always ask for your best and highest good. All right. What does the universe want to tell Taurus today? Oh my God, Taurus, first card out. So you guys know every tarot reader has their own unique relationship with every single deck. And for me, this card is not just the King of Pentacles, it's also the Hermit, because that's the Hermit character in this deck, and you guys know that's me. And it's all four aces. So when you hear me say you win the lottery, this is the lottery card because it's so involved. Lottery numbers? No. Come on, we're adults. This is you winning the lottery, meaning a lot of beautiful things coming in for your life. Okay. Then oh my God, and then you have the Ace of Wands again. King of Pentacles, Hermit, all four aces. Here's another ace. That's like having the Ace of Wands twice. Oh my God. All right, this is going to be good. Let's get the rest. And the Seven of Pentacles. We have the Two of Pentacles. We have the Two of Cups. I've already got the goosebumps. Oh my God, another ace. The Ace of Swords. That's 6 aces for your main cards. I haven't even done clarifiers. Let's get the last two. For your opportunity, we've got the Five of Pentacles. For your challenge, the Four of Cups. All right. Wow. 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 That's all I'm going to say. More aces can show up because I'll be pulling clarifiers. All right. So let's go ahead and take a look around the room. What do we have? Well, we don't have any major arcana. That's interesting. So no major arcana. Major arcana are going to be that big sweeping energy that takes place over months and years. The minor arcana are going to be your day-to-day activity and routines, and that's what's here. So this is going to be all stuff that's happening right now in your energy. It's not looking towards the future per se. Of course, we always plan to prepare for the future, but this is stuff that's happening now. Okay. So let's go ahead and start with your overall energy. We have 3 cards, and I'll get clarifiers as we go. We have the King of Pentacles, Hermit, all 4 aces in your recent past. Present is the Ace of Wands. The near future, the Seven of Pentacles. Wow. All right, so here it is, the loaded card. First card out. First card out. This is really talking about you getting grounded, stable, secure, again, recent past, where you're planning and preparing for your future. You are sitting there looking at your resources, what you have available to you. It doesn't necessarily mean just finances. Resources can be friends. It can be trusted sources of information. It can be all kinds of things. But you're looking at your resources that are available to you because you're getting ready to do something and you need to utilize those resources. This is you also really sitting pretty. You've worked really hard to get to this position, and that has allowed you to be able to also enjoy your life. It's not just a struggle. You are taking time to smell the roses, to have a glass of wine, a beautiful glass of wine. This is you really surrounding yourself with things that really mean a lot to you, what you have worked your life for. And his friend is the Hermit. He's got his arm around him. That tells me that he's gone deep and he has done some soul searching for enlightenment. And that enlightenment is represented right there. That's where you go within to get to know yourself. You're asking the existential questions. Who am I right here, right now? Am I happy? How are my finances? How's my health? How's my relationship to my friends, my family, co-workers, if you're still working, if you're retired, maybe it's also to your grandchildren and other people around you, right? You're doing a check-in when that Hermit is there. You're just looking at the big picture yourself, and then it ends up being your relationship to the world around you. You're doing that check-in, and all 4 aces. Amazing. I have goosebumps for you. Wow. So we've got that Ace of Swords, the Ace of Cups, the Ace of Wands, and the Ace of Pentacles. I just want to remind you, you have the Ace of Wands in your present energy, the Ace of Swords in the guidance and advice from Spirit. So that's like having the Ace of Wands twice and the Ace of Swords twice. And these are your main cards. And I'll get clarifiers. So we have that Ace of Swords. Again, going back to that King of Pentacles, Hermit, all four aces. That Ace of Swords is about you getting a breakthrough and clarity. Maybe even for the first time on an issue that you're working through, because this is day-to-day activity type stuff. So this is you having these epiphanies, these aha moments. That clarity allows you to see truth, have some revelations that are coming in that's going to allow you to make some smart decisions for yourself. I do feel that for some of you, it's also allowing you to communicate your truth, because that is also the sword of communication. Then we have the Ace of Cups, and that's the Ace of love, your emotions, your intuition, your connection to source. It's you being in that flow, that mind, body, soul connection. So even though we're talking about your emotions and love, you don't leave your mind at the door, right? It's all connected, but it is a focus on love and your emotions and everything I said. So you have an opportunity to choose something that you love, to maybe even have an opportunity in love if you're looking for love, whether it's going to be a friendship, a romantic relationship, getting a pet. It could be starting a business that you love, that you're passionate about. It can be taking a trip. It can be all kinds of things. It's you following your heart and doing something that it is that you love. It can also be you deepening your connection to source, pure love. It could be a time, maybe you've strayed from it for whatever reason, it doesn't matter, but maybe it's time for you to come back and to have that beautiful connection. That could be an opportunity to go ground yourself in nature and have that pure one-on-one connection with source. You don't need a mediary. You don't need to go to an organized religion. It's just you and God going straight up and having that conversation with your guardian. I'm getting the chills again. With your guardian angels. This could be your ancestors, your spirit guides, whoever you choose to have these conversations with. And it could be all of the above, right? Why limit it? You have an opportunity to deepen that connection and maybe even to trust your intuition, because that is part of that ace. If you second guess yourself, maybe this is you now building up some trust and being able to trust that intuition. And if you're not used to it, take baby steps and feel into it, and then you just work it. It's like a muscle. And then the more you do it and the more that you have that kind of confirmation that it was correct, then you just keep nurturing that and you recognize that feeling as you move forward. Then we have that third ace, which is the Ace of Wands, which is also here in your present energy. And that is the ace of out with the old, in with the new, that passionate spark, that new beginning. And that is a beautiful thing. And that is a theme here because it's here twice, okay? Just like the Ace of Swords, clarity is here twice. So this is you really releasing things, but you're filling it with something new. And you always want bigger, better, more beautiful, positive love coming in. You don't want to fill it with something negative. So be very conscientious about what you allow in. So that's something that's coming in, and a passionate new beginning. Maybe it is in a relationship. Maybe you want to increase your tribe and get more friends. Maybe you're looking for love. Maybe you want your new business. Maybe you just want to have a nice family reunion for the holidays and you want it to go smooth, right? Whatever it is that you're looking to bring something new in, this is the time. Then we have that final ace, the Ace of Pentacles, which is this King's ace, because he's the King of Pentacles. That is literally a golden opportunity that presents itself. And that's something that's going to be here in this earthly realm of the 3D. You are Earth, Taurus. So this is your realm. That could be in a relationship, career, retirement. That could be in your finances, in your health, education. That could be in housing, location, relocation, travel, all of the above in the 3D. It could literally be someone bringing you a cup of coffee every morning. Whatever it is, it's you putting out what it is, your attention out into the universe. It is, for me, that's what it is. It's a new beginning, a new opportunity in the 3D. And for example, let's say it is to move and relocate. Well, that could involve a lot of opportunities coming in. The big one is the relocation, but that could mean new friends, a new love interest if you're single, because now you're in a new location, new clothes, new food, new language possibly. A lot of newness comes in with that, maybe new job and career, right? And maybe, so you look at the big picture, a lot is coming in. That's why this is such a loaded card. For me, this is the lottery. Okay, that's your recent past. Now we have your present. This is still out with the old, in with the new, and a passionate new beginning. That tells me that you're taking action in the present. And again, I'll get clarifiers in a minute. You're taking action right now. You know what it is that you want, and now you're trying to make it happen. You're taking those necessary steps. So that means you're releasing things, you're bringing new things in, and you're passionate about it. Then we have in your near future, the Seven of Pentacles. Wow, this is you having a lot of options. This is you taking your time to choose very carefully, using that sword of truth from your recent past with clarity to see what really resonates with you and what is the right door. So you have all the choices are represented by doors. When you choose, let's say, this door, all the other doors go away. Will they come back? Maybe, maybe not, but you're making a choice, and you're going to go down that road for as long as you want to see what it's like. If it's really bad, obviously you turn around and come back, but you want to pursue that a little bit because that's the choice that you made. Again, beautiful, beautiful opportunities coming in. Let's get some clarifiers. And this, again, day-to-day activities and routine, so it's all happening fast. All right, so let's get the clarifiers. We have Two of Swords. We have the Devil card. We have the Eight of Swords, the Wheel of Fortune. Oh my God, hold on. Let me get the other two. The Lover's card, that's my favorite card in the tarot. And let's get the others. And the Empress. Oh my God, how beautiful. Taurus. This is your time right now. I'm just going to tell you that, first of all, the wheel turns in your favor, but watch you should see this. Too much going on for me to like jump right ahead. I need to start. I'm a Virgo, so I have to do it in order for me. All right. King of Pentacles, Hermit, all four aces. Loaded card, the lottery. First card out for you being clarified by the Two of Swords and the Devil card. You're really indecisive right now, and that's because you have an unhealthy attachment to a person, place, thing, idea, maybe a dream that you wanted that's really not for you, but you're convinced that it is. You have some type of unhealthy attachment to something. This could even be an addiction. Maybe this is a behavior. What it is it's causing a lot of indecision. This could even be a toxic individual in your life that is confusing you on how you're going to make a decision. Now, I don't like to push that off on another person, but it could be that they're in your energy field, and it's, instead of you being able to think clearly and focus on something, you've got someone there that is kind of running interference, and you're not able to think clearly because of them, because they're toxic. So this is you really looking at what's going on in your life right now, because this is a big energy that's just stepped in. I mean, I can feel it, right, because I'm an empath. This is a big energy. Again, a person, a place, a thing, an idea, an addiction, a behavior, whatever it is, it's causing you to be incredibly indecisive. She's got a blindfold on, and her heart chakra is blocked. You have so much happening right here that when this shows up, that means this is really hard for you to maneuver through. So many opportunities, and it's like you've got blockages, indecisiveness, and something toxic right around you. So it's you really moving through that and calling it out for what it is, because remember, one of those aces, out with the old, in with the new, well, that could be part of that toxicity. Out with the toxicity, in with love, in with something new, because your present energy is the Ace of Wands. Out with the old, in with the new, and a passionate new beginning, that spark of inspiration that you are enthusiastic about. The only time someone's going to be enthusiastic about this is if they're a drug addict and they have an addiction. They're going to be enthusiastic about, maybe having their next drink. I was going to say something else, but I'm on YouTube. But it's like, they're passionate about that, even though they know that it's toxic, but they're caught up in that drama and they're in denial, depending on what stage they're at of addiction. But this is something that's serious that's come up. It's a heavy card. You have an opportunity, I feel, to release that and to have a passionate spark looking towards your future, leaving that behind you, because the Eight of Swords is here and the Wheel of Fortune. Luck and right timing, the wheel turns in your favor, but you need to be able to see it. I'm not laughing at you, I'm laughing with you, because how frustrating. You need to be able to see it. Both of these cards have blindfolds on, and they're both swords, thoughts, words, and ideas. You're having a hard time seeing and thinking clearly. Something's running interference for you, and everything's lining up for you. Again, this could be a person. Maybe you're going through a breakup in a relationship or work, or you're tired, or whatever it is. This is a self-imposed restriction. Self-imposed. That's you not seeing a way out and not a way of doing things. And again, now we've got the bondage going on around with that type of indecisiveness. You got the blockage there, and then you feel trapped. So it's really taking a look at that, whether it's something that's coming from within you or around you, because whatever it is, it's literally interfering with the Wheel of Fortune. And that is tragic, because you have so many aces. The Wheel of Fortune is here, but these are thoughts, words, and ideas. It's in the mind. It's how you're seeing things. It can also be somebody else speaking, right? The words they use, maybe they're a manipulator, a narcissist, someone's running interference with that devil energy, or something, right? Everybody's different. It's a general reading. I'm really getting that it is strong, that it could be a person for a lot of you. That could be a toxic relationship, a toxic family member that runs interference. They're always involved in drama, and then they make it where their drama becomes everybody else's drama, because a lot of people haven't set up healthy boundaries with them to keep them at bay. When that person invades your space, then you experience their drama. Luck and right timing, the wheel turns in your favor. If that's your situation, maybe that's part of what you're able to release, is your connection with that person, that bond, and put up some healthy boundaries that will allow you to experience your life to the fullest. The luck and right timing is right now. That could be a blessing coming in for you. All right, that's your present energy, by the way. Then we get into your near future, the Seven of Pentacles. All those choices, how are you going to handle the situation? Being clarified by the Lover's card and the Empress. Personally, this is my favorite card in this deck, because it's choices from the heart. That's what the Lovers means, choices from the heart. So what is it that in your heart of hearts you really want to do? You've got a lot of choices here. In your heart of hearts, what do you want to do? What is in your best interest? I love that. And it's being divinely blessed by God. And then you have the Empress here. Well, she is all four queens put together. And it doesn't matter if you're male or female. It is the energy of the card. She has mastered, again, all four queens. And now her life is easy. It's very easy for her to create things right now. That tells me that as you're going through this shift with whatever it is you're going through, your life is getting easier. Because you're choosing you. When you choose you, the universe rewards you. When I do that, the universe rewards me tenfold plus. If you're sacrificing, if you are choosing to be a martyr in any type of a way, usually you will be punished by the universe, right? When you choose you and you have self-love and self-care, knowing that you're worthy and deserving of love, and you're not sacrificing yourself for kids, of course, but you know what I'm saying, when you're doing it like maybe in a relationship where you're not fulfilling your dream, that person is, and maybe they're sucking the life out of you kind of energy. Now that's a hyperbole type example, but that's someone that's with a narcissist, and that is real. And a lot of people are in those relationships. You want something that is uplifting and you both elevate each other. You want that positive type of relationship. And that takes work and commitment. She's all about easiness. Her life needs to be easy, and making choices from the heart should make everything line up for you very easily, being divinely blessed by God. That is your future, and you have a lot of choices before you. Take your time and choose carefully because it's lining up for you. Wow, that is your current energy, Taurus. Wow. Now let's go ahead and look at the guidance and advice from Spirit. We have 3 cards, and I'll get clarifiers. 2 of Pentacles, 2 of Cups. Ace of Swords, another gift and blessing from the universe and new beginning, like all aces are. This is your 6th one so far in this reading, and I'm not done pulling clarifiers. 6 aces, but that devil card is really throwing a wrench in it, and so has that ability to have that blindfold on. You're not seeing something. All right, so let's go ahead and look at the guidance and advice from Spirit. 2 of Pentacles, first card out. This is about you being grounded, stable, secure, 1 foot in front of the other, because you really are trying to get somewhere in your life. There is someone here that can't wait to see you fall, and it could be your subconscious. It could be self-doubt, self-sabotaging behavior. It could be a friend, family member, a neighbor, a coworker. This could be represented by a lot of things, but there is someone in your energy field that can't wait to see you fall. He's a troll. This is you, again, going slow and steady, because if you take on too much work, you will slip and fall. This is you doing the right amount of work, just that slow and steady wins the race kind of energy, staying grounded, stable, secure, not being unstable. He's a juggler. He's able to be stable. Well, traditionally, he's the juggler. Then we have the 2 of Cups. This is kindred spirits. This is you making connections. Spirit is saying this is a great time for you to make connections, whether it's going to be in friendship, whether it's going to be in romantic relationships, in getting a pet. And if you're in a romantic relationship right now and you want to be with this person, this is an excellent opportunity for you to be present and deepen that relationship. And we're going into holiday season. How beautiful is that? So this is an excellent energy. And if you're gaslighting yourself, one of the things that's coming up with this card is you having a truce with yourself. So to not have that overwhelming thought, because that could be associated with this card also. To not be so frustrated, because this is a self-imposed restriction. So if you have those racing thoughts and you're upset, or you're mad at yourself over something, or you have these internal dialogues and arguments, this is an excellent opportunity for you to have a truce with yourself. Then the last card that's here is the Ace of Swords, and that is that ace of clarity, of truth, of communication. This is you really seeing several moves ahead. Spirit is saying, use your clarity right now. That will be a strong guide for what it is that you want. And really, when you see all these cards lined up, that ace of truth and clarity allows you to see how to remain balanced and stable and secure, how to see relationships that are healthy for you, that you're really seeing with clarity and truth, because that is what you want. You always want the truth of any situation. All right, let's go ahead and get clarifiers. We have the 5 of Pentacles, which is here twice. That's also your opportunity. We have the 7 of Wands. We have the King of Swords, the Queen of Swords back to back. A lot of clarity for you now. The Page of Wands and the Moon. And the clarity is not in your energy. The clarity is in the guidance and advice from Spirit. So that tells me you've really got some clouded judgment right now. I really feel that that Devil card is so strong that there's something or someone in your energetic field that is really clouding your judgment. You're having a hard time. It could just be from being under pressure, and you don't want to make a decision under pressure. You want to wait for that kind of clarity. So we've got this 2 of Pentacles being clarified by the 5 of Pentacles and the 7 of Wands. Just want to show you 5 of Pentacles, same card, different deck. This is your opportunity, which I'll get to in a minute. So guidance and advice from Spirit. This is the card of lack. This is really talking about you having these moments of feeling inadequate, feeling like a fifth wheel, feeling out of place, ostracized, maybe even depressed and not feeling very healthy right now for a number of reasons. This is a shift for you to ground yourself in your strengths, because that's the way out. The card of lack is to not focus on what you're missing, what you're lacking, what your inadequacies are. This is a time for you to focus on your strengths so that you don't feel this way, and that is the way out. Be grounded about it, focus on your strengths, and that will pull you out of that energy. Then we have the Seven of Wands. This is really talking about you standing your ground, defending your position on what it is that you want to do in your life. So this could be you really standing up for yourself, like really saying, I'm not compromising on this particular issue. I really want it so bad and I really want to make it happen. I'm doing this for me, or I want to go in this direction. I think that it's best for the family, right? If you have a family, it's you really standing your ground and defending that position, even around people that see these other wands that either are not going to support you or they can't see it. Maybe you're more of a visionary than they are. They can't see it. And you're putting up these healthy boundaries and you're just standing your ground saying, no, I'm going to do it this way. This is you really going for what it is that you want and not settling. But you're grounded about it with that Two of Pentacles. Then we have the Two of Cups, these kindred spirits. And that's being clarified by the King of Wands and the Queen of Wands. Spirit is saying, in relationships in particular, you really need a lot of clarity. Now, this is interesting. When I said, I really feel like this is a person. So maybe if you're in a relationship with someone that's toxic, it's really, getting some clarity on that and seeing what it is that you want to do, because the King came out first, and this is about you taking in information. The King has this relationship to the exterior world, whereas the Queen looks within. So you have them both. Clarity looking out and clarity looking in. So I love this. And truth, right? It's truth and clarity. So this is you taking in all kinds of information, synthesizing it, connecting dots to make a smart, educated decision for yourself. That sort of truth is unbending. It's made of steel. It also allows you to cut away things that are not serving you. Maybe things that are unhealthy, things that are not truthful, things that are not working out in your best interest, and that will be transformational for you. Then we have it, and again, this is around this card. So relationships, right? So, and also a truce with yourself. So if you have that addictive personality or some type of behavior, it also applies to that. Then we have the Queen of Swords, and she really has clarity. Look, her head is above the clouds. So it is getting clarity. And maybe even for the first time on something, where that's when you have that aha, that epiphany moment, revelations. That's something that's powerful. And she is always looking towards your future. So this is you planning and preparing for the future. And that very first card is the King of Pentacles. And that's what he does. This is you getting clarity on planning and preparing for your future. With a lot of truth, a lot of clarity coming in, where it's transformational. And this Queen doesn't tolerate any BS. She will take her sword and cut things away. If she hears an untruth, she stops it. If someone is lying to you, it's like you just stop it. You don't even listen. You're not even going to waste your time, effort, energy listening to that. You don't want that garbage coming in your ears. You don't even want to hear it. You put an end to it very quickly. That's what I love about her. And again, transformational. So for me, this is a lot of truth, a lot of revelations coming in. And I just want to remind you, this is your day-to-day activities and routines happening now. All of this is really happening now because it's recent past and near future in the present, right? So it's all happening like right now. Then we have the Ace of Swords. That more clarity coming in. And remember, guidance and advice from Spirit, you need a lot of clarity. And it's being clarified by the Page of Wands and the Moon card. The Moon card, wow. I'm going to get to that because the first card that came out for the clarifiers is going to be the Page of Wands over the Ace. This is you just taking that first step. This is you moving forward. That's simple. Because you have to move on your life path, represented by the lobster. This is you overcoming fear. This is you getting clarity, because I don't think you have a lot of clarity at all from what I'm feeling. This is you waiting for clarity, because the moon represents the unknown, some mysteries. You're not clear on things. It represents fear. And this is you really taking that first step to overcome that, because you're taking that first step to get the clarity that you need. I can't say it anymore. I've been saying it, like almost repeating myself, but it's in like every single aspect of the guidance and advice from Spirit. You need clarity. And when the fear is there, you step over fear. You don't let it penalize you, or paralyze you is actually a better word. You don't let it paralyze you. You want to step over it and not give it fear. You want to be in more that loving vibration when you can. Because this is you being in fear mode, the card of lack. You want to focus on your strengths, which is going to be your love of self. That is the guidance and advice from Spirit. Now I'm going to go ahead and look at your opportunity and your challenge. So your opportunity is this 5 of Pentacles. Same card, different deck. Again, card of lack. This one is slightly different. This is you literally missing the gifts and blessings from the universe. They're represented by magical strawberries that would lead them back to the cottage. They're down to their last piece of bread, but they don't even see this because they're so focused on what they're missing, that they are missing this. It would lead them to that cottage, which is going to have food, shelter, water, and maybe a ride to the next village and get them out of that situation, but they can't see it because they're focused on what they're lacking. You want to focus on your strength. You have an opportunity to focus on your strength. This is, to me, this is also tied into getting rid of that type of self-doubt, because, and the feeling sorry for yourself, feeling like a victim, because when you feel that way, it's poor me, and you're not tapping into your strength, that resiliency that says, you know what, I'm out of here. I'm going to go do something else. This is you giving in, and it's a weakness. So it's about pushing through that and tapping into your strength. In your challenge position, we have the 4 of Cups. So is your challenge position impossible? No, your challenge just means you have to work a little harder at it to achieve it. And when you do, it's incredibly rewarding. This is the 4 of Cups. He is in a funk. He is missing this gift and blessing from the universe. And that is because he's in a lower vibration. He's not feeling it. So this is going to be one of those moments where maybe he's bored, he's apathetic, he's frustrated, impatient, you name it, you know, this type of sadness. But it's that kind of thing where, well, no one gave me love, why should I give it to anybody else? It's that kind of energy, which is not a pleasant energy, but this is in your challenge position. So let's see what Spirit says, how to get out of that, how to shift that. So for your opportunity, it's clarified by the 5 of Wands and the Temperance card. And your challenge is clarified by the Sun and the Fool. Oh my God, this is such a great reading. It's a big shift for you. This requires big movements if this is your reading. But it's great energy, great shifts what comes out in the end. So we've got this 5 of Pentacles being clarified by the 5 of drama, basically the 5 of Wands, and then we've got the Temperance card. So this is telling me, while you have this card of lack, it's also being clarified by the card of strife and drama. That tells me there could be some fighting, arguing going on around you, just a lot of upheaval that's uncomfortable. So this is that moment when, you know, you have the card of drama and strife and even competition. Maybe you're interacting with someone that's even jealous of you, and you have that kind of competition, which is another complication to it. Then we have it with Angel Temperance. It's to remain balanced, right? This is your balance, your harmony, your patience. This is allowing you to alchemize a negative into a positive. Use it as a learning experience and move into something that you really want to be in. Because you've got Angel Temperance here, this will allow you to get in touch with everything that's going on around you and use it as a life lesson. That's your opportunity. Your challenge is the 4 of Cups. Your challenge is your challenge is being clarified by the Sun and the Fool card. Incredible. So to shift out of this energy, it's to go for things that are very positive, to start a new chapter. That tells me that you really are out with the old, in with the new. That's here twice, that Ace of Wands, that there's something that you're putting behind you and you're going forward in your life from a place of positivity. This is the most positive card in the tarot. This is you following your inner child, your exuberance. This is you having this type of enthusiasm and going towards the light. This is you going towards enlightenment. Remember, a lot of clarity is what the guidance and advice is. It's you finding that clarity, that enlightenment, and striving towards it. I think you're also going towards what is positive and upbeat and loving in your life. Then that will bring you a lot of success in a lot of different levels. We're looking at emotional, spiritual, maybe monetary, whatever, physical success, right? It could bring in a lot of things for you because you're doing something that's more in alignment for you. And again, this is that new journey, taking a leap of faith from the purity of your heart. That's what the white rose is representing. It's allowing him to just go for it. Again, you never leave your mind and your heart behind, but you are taking that leap of faith and taking the next chapter of your life. It's the zero. This is the first card in the major arcana, and it ends with the world. This is you starting a new journey, which means to me, when I look at this reading, you're leaving a lot behind you, and a lot of it's toxic. We've got the Five of Pentacles twice, the Devil card, a lot of uncertainty going on with some of that sword energy in the very beginning, and that's in your energy field because the guidance and advice is telling you, get your clarity. Wow, Taurus, what a powerful reading for you. Wow. Okay, well, that's what I have for you for today. If you could, please do me a favor and like, share, and subscribe. It really helps out the channel. And leave a comment if this resonates with you. And just a reminder, I do have the autumn sale going on. If you'd like to book a reading with me or any of my 1-hour services, the sale is going on now. Go to my website, ancientoakpsychicarts.com, and there you'll see autumn sale at the top. Not book a session, that will be the regular price, but the autumn sale will be available for you to take advantage of that discounted price. All right, everybody, sending you lots of love. Bye for now.